Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. I'm Tony T here, and on today's show, we'll have picks from college football championship game between Notre Dame and Ohio State. NBA, happy MLK Day out there. Everybody have early starts, so check your schedule for that. Also, college basketball, a lot of early starts as well. We're on to the NHL. Of course, we'll have our Parlay peripheral segment at the end of the show. But first, let's meet the cameras and get right to the picks. Let's say hello to Rod. Rod, what's going on?
Not too much. Definitely a smaller slate and definitely an early card. Who doesn't like daytime basketball to kick off the day early and then go right through the day? So definitely happy MLK Day. And definitely let's make it a winning one. Can't complain about what happened on the weekend. It was a good one for me. And looking to start the weekend strong. New week, new goals. Let's start the new week winning.
That's right. No, it did. Yeah, I had that little on the schedule. Now I put in Pacific time instead of Eastern. But anyway, let's tell everybody there in the chat. Let's tell Bo. Bo, what's going on?
Hey, happy MLK Day, everybody. Man, with the Philly, man, let them get that last touchdown. That was just heartbreaking. But we digress, guys. It's a new day, new week. Let's get some cash, man. What's going on, everybody?
Let's get some cash indeed. Let's tell to Chris. Chris, what's happening?
Oh, not much. Ready to start the week. Had a, decent weekend. Yeah, that Philly game got me with the hook, but did pretty well in NBA. Just ready for, got a loaded card today in the NBA, so look forward to it.
That's right. If only the snow would come sooner. If only the snow came sooner. There. Anyway, let's tell it. Sean, what's happening?
What do you say, everybody? I don't know. Just another weekend in the books. I don't even know. I just go one day at a time. So today's a new. I don't even know what I had yesterday. I had the under in the Rams game, and I did have the Bills. Basketball went 1-1. Overtime in Michigan game or Northwestern. Like, come on, 25 points in OT. It should have been an under.
Yep.
And it's college football day. You know, listen, there's a lot of day basketball, but to me, it's Championship Monday here. We got a natty going on, so that's what I got that rolling on the site there. So I'm excited to wrap up football, and that's it. Then it's time. Let's be honest, right? We got 3 NFL games left. It's time to jump into college hoops, NBA, and NHL now. So time to pivot.
Time to make the pivot, no doubt about that. And we're creeping even more to a month away from when pitchers and catchers start to.
I was going to bring up the Dodgers. Somebody's like, "Oh, the Dodgers are in baseball." Listen, it don't mean they're going to win anything.
Oh,
I mean, that's because you pay guys. Last year they didn't hit their win total, folks. They need the World Series to get to that win total. They were so great, and yeah, they got. I mean. You got to play the games. Guys get hurt. We know this.
Yeah, and the regression, right? The regression factor. Some of these stars a year older. And listen, I sat through it 2 seasons ago when the entire team went on a total slump and got knocked out in that first round. So a lot of it too is luck. You know, you're not hitting right. The pitchers, you know, you're going to face good starting pitching. Where they're most vulnerable is that divisional series when it's 3 out of 5, best of 5.
I think they still got a problem with. Listen, you have all the pitchers you want, right? And I'm all for getting all the pitchers. You got a bunch of 5-inning guys on that team. I mean, I don't know what this. Okay, this new guy's supposed to be better than Ohtani. Okay, Yamamoto might be a 7-inning guy, but that's not how they pitch guys. Yeah. We got the 5-inning guys with coming off Tommy John surgeries.
Yeah,
like, I'm not. They're good. I'll give them their credit for their win. But come on, it's
for the
Arizona. Arizona will be my dark horse again for this year. 2 years ago, I liked Arizona, and now they got a third pitcher. I think they're going to be watch out for them. They're going to be the surprise team out of the West.
Yeah, keep an eye there. Detroit, some Rod. Yeah, Detroit is with the pitching. We'll see how they can get some better hitting there from Detroit. Yeah, we'll see what happens here in baseball. So we're, like I said, a month away from pitchers and catchers reporting, and then we'll get ready for the season. Of course,
83 days. 83 days if you want to actually count the numbers and put a little countdown calendar. 83 days to opening day, March 27th, I believe, is opening day. So,
well, these guys in the chat, they're throwing preseason picks. Look at exhibition. They're throwing exhibition picks into the chat last year. All right, so let's get to the picks here. We'll have a lot of time to talk baseball here as we're ready to roll here. It's a national championship game between Ohio State and Notre Dame. I'll give you the openers here. It opened Ohio State 9.5 at Chris. 45.5 was the opening line. The current line, we're seeing a lot of 8.5s out there right now. Chris is still holding 9. The one sharp book offshore at 9. We see 45s and 45.5s there in the totals. Let's start with Rod.
Yeah, and I'm back and forth on this game a little bit, but we know where I am. I like Ohio to wrap her up, but total wise, I'm looking at 45.5. It's kind of right where I would put that number. It's close. You look at this Ohio State defense, and as I said, over the last 11 games, there's only one team that's scored over 20, and that was Oregon. Other than that, nobody's even got a sniff towards 20 points versus this Ohio State defense. So that's where I look at it. But I got Ohio State being able to get at least into the 30s. Notre Dame at least getting 17. 31-17 is about where I'm looking at this final. So that makes me up and over the total of 45.5, even 46. So give me the over in this one tonight. I think we get enough points from each offense to get us over this total.
Game played in the Dome in Atlanta, so whether or not a factor, on over to Bo.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack it a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? We done seen a lot of these games, especially with Ohio State and Notre Dame. The first has been real low scoring. Looked at the all the games that Ohio State played. They did not allow a team to score in the first quarter in none of their games in the playoffs. Notre Dame, we saw the last two games they played against Georgia and Penn State. They was pretty low scoring in the first half. I think both these teams come out and try to establish that run. Both have good defenses, so I'm looking at the under in the first half, under 23. That's what I like in this game.
There from Bo on over to Chris.
Yeah, I'm looking at the over at this one. I mean, you look at what in non-conference games, what Ohio State's averaged 45 points by themselves, and I mean they're 4-1 to the over non-conference, and so is Notre Dame is 8-7 to the over. So yeah, 45.5. I'd take it over that.
That is the sharp number, by the way, over Notre Dame Pinnacle, now 46. That's the highest total pretty much anywhere. So the sharp move now is to the over right now in that game. Pinnacle, the book at 46. On over to Sean.
I got a premium up on Tony's picks. I'm 5-2 since coming over beginning of the year of college football. That's on the side. Total wise though, I'm an under guy. I got it's on the site too, but it's not on my package today, and I get it early. I got 46.5 on the under. It's moved. So there's that. I don't give too much away here. Spend a couple bucks and get another winner.
There you go from Sean. I'll tell you, Sean talking to the producer over at Tony's Picks right now. Get on board with Sean. Let me tell you what I think here about this game. I have a look at Ohio State. I'm just so impressive here. Beating Tennessee by 25, beating Oregon by 21, beating Texas by 14. It's been all double digits. And you look at the quarterback play with Will Howard, 74% completion rate, 10.5 yards per pass attempt. I have to look here at Ohio State in this spot. Remember, they put up these big numbers against two SEC teams and the number one team in the nation entering this playoff against Oregon. So I have to look at Ohio State in this spot. Get some background noise from somebody there. I don't know who it is. Let's see. Let me see. And it might have been here from Bo. I hear some background there.
Yeah, man, they just start cutting the grass outside, man.
All right, no worries. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Gardner starting early. All right. Let's continue here on the Tony Fix Morning
Cut
Show.
the grass at the end of January. What the heck?
Come on, man. I'm like, they're supposed to be early tomorrow. All right, what they got going on down here?
Probably the frozen ice making noise. It's like frozen, like cutting ice.
My bad, guys.
No worries, we're good.
It sounds like a blower, like they're blowing something at the blowers.
Sounds like a leaf blower.
Yeah, like a leaf blower. That's what it sounds like.
That's what it is. All right.
That's what. Yeah, it's like maybe they're trimming the trees. Little prudent action going on here.
My bad, guys.
No worries, we're good now. All right, let's continue here on the
Getting that holiday pay. Getting that holiday pay in there.
That's right. They got to get the holiday in there. All right. We'll start here at NBA. Early start, noon Eastern. We got a nooner today. Mavericks and Hornets here. Mavericks 5.5 on the road, 6 in some spots, total 223.5. Pistons at Rockets, a 2 o'clock Eastern time start. We got Rockets now laying 8, total 222.5. Timberwolves and Grizzlies here. In this one, we got the Grizzlies laying 5.5, total 234.5. That's a 240 start. We start with Rock.
Just looking at who's in for the Dallas. Who's
Let me get the injuries updated here, guys. Luka out for Dallas. Exum, Hardy, Powell also out for Dallas. Lively questionable. Trey Mann and Brandon Miller. He's got that wrist issue. Miller out for Charlotte. Saloon will be probable. Detroit and Houston. Ivy out for Detroit. Jabari Smith out for Houston. Emin Thompson, who's been a contributor, he's questionable there for Houston. And in the Minnesota-Memphis game, we've got DiVincenzo and Shannon out. Gobert is questionable there for Memphis. Smart, Spencer Williams out. John Morant is questionable. So you're updated with the injuries. I'll back to Rod.
All right, looking at Dallas, where that opened, it's all the way up to 5 and 6 in places now for good reason. Dallas against the Eastern Conference this season been rolling, hitting 48% of their field goal shots, and that's equate to 123 points a game over those 9 games so far this season versus the Eastern Conference. Been rolling, and then you got to trust Charlotte to be able to score enough to keep up. I don't. They're shooting versus the West, 42.6. You look at home games, 42.9. And that's only equating to about 106 points a game. I'll take Dallas there in that one as the road favorite to go into Charlotte and get themselves a nice win there. And then looking at Detroit taking on Houston, that's a lot of points. I'll take the Pistons where I like to take the Pistons as a dog. And getting 8 seems like a touch too many points for me there in that one. I'll take the Pistons plus the 8.
There from Rod. Just want to make note here that Minnesota Grizzly game, that game opened 3 and it has moved to 6. So that's been the big mover there. On over to Chris. Or Bo. I'm sorry, Bo next. Bo.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Mavericks, man. I think they get it done over Charlotte. I know Charlotte been pretty hot. They don't won the last 3 out of 4 games, but when it comes to net ratings, that's what I look at a little bit when it comes to betting basketball. We got Mavericks coming in at 8 at plus 3.4. We got Detroit, Charlotte all the way down at 28 at minus 5.6. Plus, when it comes to the free throw line, we're averaging 23 free throws a game, while Charlotte coming in only getting about 19. So, like Dallas, man, like the defense they playing. I think Charlotte just too young, a little wet behind the ears, man. I think this veteran squad with Kyrie and Klay Thompson to get it done. So I'm going to lay the points with the Mavericks in the early game. I like Detroit as well. They've been scrappy. Last time they 2-team played, Houston only got the 2-point victory, 101 to 99. I think with Cade Cunningham, shooting and handling the ball like he's doing, I think he'll be able to keep this game close. I like teams like that have players like Cunningham that can create their own shots. They can will their team to at least keep it close. So I like Detroit plus some points. When it comes to the Minnesota game, I'm going to take the points with Minnesota. I think it done got up too high. Even if Morant plays, last time they played each other, Memphis got the win with the last little bucket at the last minute. Like I say, players like Anthony Edwards, they remember them games. I think he'll take this personally, guys. I think he'll probably put up a big 30 points in this game. So give me Minnesota plus some points.
There from Bo. On over to Chris.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with Dallas against Hornets there. I just trust them a little bit better, even with Lucas still out. Kyrie's in there, so I can take them. I'm gonna look at the over in the Pistons Rockets. I think we just get up and over that total, which is sitting, I think, to 23.5 right now. So yeah, I think we're gonna get up and over that, and then back and forth on this Wolves Grizzlies. I got it at the low number at 3.5 with the Grizzlies. Full disclosure. But as it rises, it looks like it's rising because I know Ja's probable, but I think that's rising because I expect him to play. But yeah, really a toss up there. Would have been nice if you could get it at 3.5, but at 5.5, I'm going to still lean with my Grizzlies, but the safer play may be to go with the Wolves at 5.5, 6.
Yeah, Gobert, game time decision with that ankle injury. Morant just clicking the link because this game's an early start here. Let's see. It's the foot. He wasn't available for Friday, so they've had some time off. So we'll see about his status here. In this one, it is an early start. On over to Sean.
Yeah, I'm going to look at Charlotte here, plus the 6 here. Dallas off the big win over OKC, but they were 8-point dogs. Went off a 3, pulled that one out. All right, that was a nice little win for them. I think Charlotte. Give me Charlotte here. Detroit and Houston. Houston's back from a little road trip there. I'm going to look at the over in this one, the way Houston plays. And Detroit could want to push the tempo a little bit. So 222 there and a half. We'll go over. And Minnie and Memphis, I agree with Chris was saying. It was 3.5 early. Ja was questionable, but he's probably gonna suit up. But I kind of want to take Minnesota there. With the Cleveland loss, and they've been like ho hum all year. I don't know. It's a lot of points. I know Memphis is home. Why not take a flyer on the T-Wolves there?
There from Sean. I'll tell you what I think. Yeah, I'm with Sean here. I'd be on an island on this one, but I got some company. I'll take Charlotte here plus the points. The Mavs 1-5 the spread here on the road when favored by 3.5 to 9.5 points. The Hornets here in pretty good defensive form, but I don't trust the Mavs. They have not looked good without Luka in the lineup. Yeah, they had that one win against OKC. They caught OKC in a bad spot in a back end of a back-to-back after beating Cleveland. So I'll look at Charlotte plus the points there. I'm going to lay with Houston. Got a little more confidence in this Houston team that they can actually get some offense now. They're starting to flex. They're starting to flex a little bit here. I'm worried here with this Pistons defense over their past 5, but the Rockets are shooting the ball right now over their past 5, 48% shooting, 43% from 3. And against bad defensive teams at home, they're 6-3 of the spread against teams allowing 46% shooting or greater. I'll look in that spot here. And I like Memphis at 3.5, but at 6, I'm staying away from either side of that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Dixon Morning Show as we get ready for the next series of games in this NBA card. We'll continue on with the Hawks and the Knicks. We've got the Knicks favored 6.5, total 236. Suns and the Cavs 7.5, total sits here at 236. Celtics and the Warriors. Look at this. Celtics opener of 6, now up to 10, total 224 in this one. Let's take a look at what's going on the injury side. It probably doesn't sound good for Golden State, but let's see what we got for Atlanta. No Nance, no Rissaker, no Zeller. Young and Johnson are probable there. For the Knicks, no McCullough and Robinson. Towns and Hart are questionable. Suns and Cavs. Nurkic out, Beal questionable. On the Cavs side, no Evan Mobley, a ring protector. No Mobley, no Bates. Okuro out as well, a contributor off the bench. Travers out for Cleveland. Boston, a clean injury report. For Golden State, no Green, no Kuminga, no Podziemski, no Anderson. Curry is on the report today as questionable. Let's see what's going on with Curry here. Questionable for Monday. An ankle sprain. Yep, happened there when he left the game. I thought it was the wrist, but it was his ankle. It's the ankle issue there in that fourth quarter. He left the game against Washington, and that's a big question mark here on Curry getting hurt late in that game against Washington. All right, let's get this one underway here with Rod.
So looking at Atlanta heading into New York, you know what? I'm going to take Atlanta plus the 6.5 points you get there in that matchup. You look at what the Knicks have been doing defensively over the last 5 games, and giving up well over 50% shooting. And we know this Hawks team can shoot, so they'll definitely they're averaging 117 points a game offensively, and the Knicks averaging about the same. So laying 6 for the Knicks, I don't think they're pulling away by 6 because you look defensively, the Hawks have actually played the better defense over the last 5 games, which is surprising for an Atlanta Hawks team.
Second time,
right? Second time of the year we've seen the Hawks playing a nice little run where they decided they should play some defense. So I got to go with the Atlanta Hawks there in that one. And the next one I'm looking at, we're going to lay it with the Pellies against the Warriors there. You look at the Pelicans, don't look down. They've got 5 straight covers.
Celtics. They playing Utah.
Celtics played the Warriors. My bad. Celtics taking on the Warriors. Warriors in trouble there in that one. It's just one of those spots that the Celtics pound the Warriors in that one. Look at the injuries that Tony alluded to that they're dealing with. And the Warriors weren't looking right before all those injuries kicked in as a team. Bench-wise, looking awful. Warriors have been looking awful over the last good stretch here. So this is one of those pound spots that Boston takes advantage of and pounds them in that one. And my bad, it's we know what I'm doing in the next spot. So
we're going over to Bo.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna take Boston. I'm gonna lay in the first half. I think they just come out and just kind of rout Warriors and try to slow it down toward the end of the game. They're pretty good this season in the first half, covering the spreads. I say Warriors just dealing with too many injuries, and like I said the other day, a lot of these veteran teams like the Warriors, they don't really care about the regular season. They just want their guys to be healthy. So with Boston coming off that loss against Atlanta, I think they're going to come out here angry, guys, and smash you guys in the first half of that game. So I'm going to lay the spread in the first half. And what's the other games in this slate we're looking at?
We got the Hawks, Knicks, Suns, Cavs, Celtics, Warriors.
Oh, yeah, I like the Hawks as well. We got Knicks coming in 3-6. in their last 9. They lost 2 of those games straight up. And you know when Trae Young go to New York, man, you know what I'm saying? He turns up. They already beat him as a big underdog this season in New York. So I think Trae Young will have a big game. I just don't trust the Knicks right now. They just lost to Minnesota at home. They didn't even score 100 points. So give me the Hawks in that game plus a 6.5. And I'm gonna take the over in Cleveland and Phoenix game. I did a free pick on this last night. Over the last 5 games, Phoenix coming in averaging 119 points. We know that Cleveland is ranked high when it comes to field goal percentage, about 53%. They're putting about 121 points per game. So if Phoenix won't have any chance of keeping it close, I think they probably will. But I think we'll see both teams get into the high teens. I think for Cleveland probably get into the 120. So give me the over 236.
There we go from Bo on over to Chris.
Yeah, I gave out the video in the Atlanta, New York game there. Took the over. I just think we get up and over that. They did the last time. I don't count the NBA Cup game as far as that game. That was a lower scoring one. But in a regular season type game, they both got over that total last time. So we're going to take that. I agree with Bo on the over in the Cavs and the Suns. And then, yeah, this is definitely the spot where what the Celtics do after they come off of a loss, they go into the next one, they cover, they smash. So I think with Golden State being banged up here, the Celtics get the win big.
There from Chris on over to Sean.
All right, we're going to go with the Hawks just because I hate the Knicks and Atlanta plays well against them. My only caveat here is that, they're off of, they've won a few in a row here. So it's not that they're due for a loss. The Knicks are off the loss themselves. So it's kind of one of those bounce back spots. And you got the motivation because Atlanta's, spanked you. They won 3 straight against these cats. So again, I lean Atlanta, but I could see the Knicks getting it done here. I'm not gonna be betting this one. Suns and Cleveland, a nice little matchup there. 7.5. It's easy to say. Oh, you have Booker and Beal and KD. Why do I think Cleveland just comes out here and wins this by 10 plus? The Suns are not good like the Thunder or the Celtics. I think they're like a step below them. So I could see Cleveland coming in here making a statement at home. And the Boston Golden State game, I mean, I'm laying it. I wish I would have saw that 6.5 instead of 10.5, but they're off a loss. And the last time they played, I think Golden State won in Boston. Boston's playing, right? We're the 1 seed. We'll see in the final, stuff like that. But you need motivation over a course of a long season when you're a good team, right? You win, you kind of not cover. Good motivation. You're off a loss, and these guys beat you on your own home court, and it's the Warriors. So why not lay it to a team that used to be really good? So give me the Celtics. I won't be afraid of the double digits in that one.
There from Sean. Or I'd say what I think here on these games. I'm going to also look at Atlanta here plus the 6.5. Knicks have failed to cover 7 of 9. Wow. Look at the Hawks. As Rod was saying, Hawks playing a little bit of defense over their past 5 games and get them when they do, because they don't do it very often. I think twice this season we said the Hawks are playing good defense. The Hawks, New York here, you look over their past 5 games, their form has been terrible here defensively, giving up 50% shooting, 44% from 3. So the defense bad right now for New York. Suns and the Cavs, give me the plus points with Phoenix Suns in this one. Cavs have failed to cover 3 of 4 because the defense, they've started to regress a bit here defensively over their past 5 games, giving up 51% shooting, 38% from 3. They're without Mobley, without a piece there. Seeing a little of life out of the Suns team. They've been shooting the ball well over their past 5. Now we'll see. Beal is questionable here. I think he would probably play there, but we're starting to see the Suns starting to put some points up on the board here over their past 5 games, hitting 51%, 39% from 3. They're in pretty good form. I'm going to lean Warriors because 10 points is a lot here at home. We've seen in the past this Warriors team get a little spark from their bench. We've seen when Curry and Draymond Green have been cheerleaders on the court that these backups step up. Boston here has failed to cover 7 of 10 against the West. And for me here is the Boston shooting form is just a little off right now over their past 5, just over 42% shooting, 32% from 3. I'll look at the Warriors to cover that one. All right, let's continue here on the 26 Morning Show as we get ready for the next series of games. And we will have in this block Jazz at Pelicans. Pelicans 11 here, total 232. Bulls and the Clippers. Clippers 6. There's a 5.5 out there as well. Total 227. Let's take a look at the injury report this early in the betting cycle for these night games. These are your primetime games tonight, 2 in the primetime hour. In this one, we have the Jazz, again, missing pretty much their starting lineup. No Clarkson, no Collins, no Dujang, no Markin, no Potter, no Sexton for Utah. On the Pelican side, no Ingram, no Jones. Zion and Missy are both questionable. Murray probable. Bulls and the Clippers. Right now, we have Craig out for Chicago. White, Duarte, Carter, Ball, questionable. Sanogo, probable. Leonard and Tucker out for the Clippers. No Kawhi. It's a back-to-back for both teams here. Bulls coming off the embarrassing loss to the Trailblazers. Clippers pounding the Lakers there. So we'll move on over to Rod. You're on mute, Rod.
Move on to Bo.
You're on.
No challenge for Rod.
There you go.
All right, for me now in that spot there, as I said, I like the Pelicans there. They're laying 11 for a reason. Utah without a whole pile of guys. The Pelicans playing some pretty good hoops and rolling right along, turning things around. I know they got some guys that are questionable, but at those numbers, I think those guys play. Especially the books looking like they're going to play. We seen an earlier meeting not too long ago, a few days ago. Pelicans got the win. It was a higher scoring one. So at 232.5, I lead to an over again in that one. It was 136, 123. Either way, the Pelicans covered 13 there. They can cover the 11.5, make it their 6th straight cover for the Pelicans in that matchup. And then looking at the other primetime game.
Clippers, Bulls.
Clippers, Bulls.
Yep, Clippers, Bulls. And for me in that one, I'm just going to lay with the Clippers. Clippers playing the better ball. I don't trust the Bulls defense. I know offensively they can keep it up a little bit, but the Clippers defense is way better than what the Bulls is by far. Not even close. I'll lay it with the Clippers there. Even on the second half of a back-to-back, I like them there. I just don't trust the Bulls defense to be able to cover that number. No chance. Give me the Clippers in that one.
There from Rod on over to Bo.
Yeah, man. Real quick, I'm just gonna take the Pelicans. Like I said, they don't want to cover 5 straight. Utah just dealing with too many outs. Don't know who they're gonna have on the court. You know what I'm saying? Pelicans have been playing a little bit better when it comes to offense. So I'm gonna lay the points. And yeah, man, just keep riding the Clips. But like we said yesterday, we knew the Clips was gonna beat the Lakers. They play good defense. They scoring well. Even without Kawhi on the back-to-back, I just can't trust the Bulls, man. Losing that game last night to Portland. Yeah, so give me the Clips. I think they win this game by double digits.
There from Bo on over to Chris.
Yeah, I'm going to look at the over in the Jazz Pels. I don't think anybody's playing defense there. A lot of people out on the Jazz, so I just take the over. That's kind of what we saw last game. And then, yeah, I trust the Clippers at home way more than I do the Bulls on the road, so take the points with the Clippers.
There from Chris on over to Sean.
I mean, Utah and New Orleans. Where's the 1-800 get some help here? An 11-win team laying 11.5. No, just stay away, folks. All right, please. I joke, no betting allowed NBA. Well, why, this game, just take the Sharpie, move on. The Clippers, 5.5 today. They beat the Lakers. You think like a letdown spot. The Lakers are not good, right? They're not a good team. They're the fakers, as you know. They're not getting any love out of Lakers for me. So it's not really some kind of big great win. Oh, we're gonna have a letdown spot. No, the Bulls are in full tank or trade mode the way they've been playing. Just loss after loss after loss. I will lay the 5.5 here. I do not mind a back-to-back spot with the Clippers here, or the little short number there. So give me the Clip show here.
There from Sean. Tell you what I think about these games. Yeah, I'm going to go late here with New Orleans. They're getting some of their guys back out. They've covered 5 straight, 4 of 5. I just don't trust this Utah defense here to do much of anything on the road, allowing 118 points per 100 possessions. The Pelicans covered 5 straight, and they've been effective against these teams that don't force turnovers. They covered 4 or 5 at home against this profile. I'll look at them in this spot. Yeah, I'm going to look here at the Clippers in this spot. LA 7-2 to the spread at home against these bad defensive teams, allow 46% shooting right later. Bulls have failed to cover 5 of 6. LA's covered 5 of 6, and Donovan just looked like a defeated man. He was getting after the end again. Chauncey Billups was consoling him. He looked like a dead man walking after yesterday's loss. I think, especially since word came out that the Chicago's are willing to pretty much reconstruct this team. Remember last year, Nikola Vucevic begged management not to trade off the players and not give up on the season. Well, sorry, Nicola, you got your wish last year, but this year they're going to deconstruct it, man. You're going to see guys moving left and right from Chicago because they're just not getting. You lose to Portland like that, man. That's it. And even Donovan just looked hopeless at the end. He looked like I said, he looked like will be the next coach gone. That's just the way it looked on his face. But college basketball, we may see Donovan a return from Donovan. There's the way things look to me. Because at the end of that game, man, I've never seen him look like a coach look that bad after a game. Chauncey had to go console him, man. That's how bad it was. And Chauncey's not having a great year either. All right, we got you through here. The NBA. Now it's time to switch on over to college soup. So of course, with MLK Day, we got a lot of staggered games here. Well, we have a few in prime time. So what we're going to do here is this. We're going to cover the games from 1 p.m. Eastern all the way to starting at 6:30 Eastern. So we'll leave the primetime games for the second block. So the game starting at 1 p.m. Eastern to the game starting at 5:30 Eastern for block 1. Block 2 will be the prime time. We start with Rod.
So we're going to kick it off. I like New Orleans here getting the 8.5 against Northwestern State. I think it's just too many points for Northwestern State to be covered. Privateers scrappy a bunch of times, and this is a good spot for them to get a nice little 8.5 point cover for us there in that matchup. And you look at another one I'm looking at here. I like LIU going against the Mercyhurst Lakers. You look at the Lakers, been a scrappy bunch too, but getting 7.5 looks like they're trying to get you on the Mercyhurst in that one. This LIU team, solid defensive team over their last few games. And definitely getting the covers. I think it's a 10-plus point win there for LIU. I'll lay the 7.5 with LIU in that matchup. And then looking at Dartmouth taking on Yale. Yale is 10-4 against that number, but Dartmouth, scrappy bunch. Can you give me 15.5? That's just too many points. I'll take the 15.5 with Dartmouth in that battle in that one. And then the last one I like here, you're going to give me 3 with Hofstra. I'll take it. Give me the 3 points with Hofstra coming into Drexel. Should be a close battle in that one. And get 3 points in your pocket where I want to be. Give me Hofstra plus the 3 there.
There from Rod. All right, we move on over to Bo. This block, 1 Eastern all the way to the game starting at 6:30 Eastern.
Yeah, man. I did a video last night. I took Rod. I laid the points. Dartmouth just giving up a lot of points. They're not shooting well from the free throw line. We have Yale coming in, shooting almost 49% from the field. They're averaging over 75% from the free throw line, shooting well from the 38%. I just think it's a route, man, from start to finish. So I think they win this game by more than 16 points. So I'm gonna take Yale. And we have I like this slate. Let me look at the other game I had it screwed up for you guys. Is that Villanova game in this slate?
Villanova game is in this slate, yes.
Yeah, I like Villanova land them 8. Georgetown just got beat by DePaul, man. I rode with cooling them on that. They let me down. They just did not shoot the ball well. Their defense, it looked bad. They turned the ball over just too many times. And that's not going to be good playing this Villanova team that's been shooting pretty sharp at the house. They don't turn the ball over. They shoot well from the free throw line. And that's a big stat I look at when college football, we all do probably. We got Georgetown coming in, shooting about 65% from the free throw line. Villanova shoot well from 3. This is a disciplined team to me. I just don't trust Georgetown on the road. So I'm going to lay the 8 with Villanova.
From Bo on over to Chris.
Yeah, looking at this St. Francis Wagner game, I'll take St. Francis with the points. They're 6-5 on the road, doing a little bit better than Wagner is. And then that Drexel Hofstra game, I'm going to go with the under in that one. And in the Georgetown Villanova, I'm taking the over in that one.
From Chris on over to Sean.
Man, I usually love added games, but some of these, early action here. Penn against Harvard. This line's on the move a little bit. This was 6.5 last night. There's a 4.5 at FanDuel right now on this. So I do see some 5 still. So Penn would probably be in play for me here early. Again, I have none of these early games. Just for record keeping purposes. I got none of these things. I was looking at New Orleans, believe it or not, here. I could do a little Pioneer action. It's 8.5, sure. And the Villanova-Georgetown game. It's up to 9. This was a 7 last night. Is Villanova back? Is that what we're saying now? The way they've been playing is that the look here with this team? I want to take Georgetown, but to me they're begging you with this number here. They're begging you. Is it? It's because they. I mean, all right, they've lost 3 in a row. You lose to DePaul. Is that it? And now you're in the Big East and you're back to being bad. Ah, man, that's a tread lightly one for me there. That's a tread.
I think because Epps is questionable.
You know, it's. And then I got to take Penn State, Rutgers. All right, you had a nice win. Am I past time, or can we do that one?
No, that one is at 6:30. You can do it.
Okay, yeah, and then me and some Penn State, Rutgers off a rare win for a team that has like lottery picks on it. You're a 500 team that might not make the NCAA tournament. So, all right, you got to win. I can see them laying an egg here against Penn State. So give me Penn State at home here, minus a 6 spot here.
There from Sean. Tell you what I think about these games. Give me Drexel Dragons here, laying the 3. Hofstra last in offensive efficiency in the conference. High turnovers. They don't rebound. They don't make their threes. They don't force turnovers on defense. Dragons, a pretty good shooting team inside in conference and good defensively here. And Hofstra in conference shooting just 40%. I'll look at Drexel there. Give me under in New Mexico and Fresno State. Fresno State, just a poor offensive team there. And they do defend the 3-point line. The Lobos here defensively over their past 5 games, giving up just 39% shooting and going under in 4 of those games, like under in that spot. I'm going to give you the Coolies at +9. This is where you want Georgetown. You want them getting points, not laying points there. So I'll look at Georgetown here at plus the points in this spot. Villanova really struggles on the offensive glass. They don't force turnovers on defense. That's the key, right? With the Georgetown, a team that turns the ball over. Well, this Villanova team doesn't put a lot of ball pressure on you. And for that reason, give me the Hoyas, who play a little defense away from home, holding teams at 37% shooting. So I'll take Georgetown in this spot. Rutgers, Penn State, 2 bad offensive teams. Give me the under in that one there. Rutgers 14th in offensive efficiency in conference. Penn State 13th, under in that spot. Let's continue here on the 26th morning show as we continue here with college basketball. We're going to cover the games here, the primetime games. Game starting at 7 Eastern to the game starting at 9 Eastern there. So we got about a 5-game block here to close it out in primetime. We'll start with Rod.
Yeah, looking at these ones in the primetime hour, I like FDU. It was a 2.5. It's up to 3.5 in places. I would lay up to 4.5, 5 versus Chicago State. FDU is the better team. I think they cruise to a 6, 7, 8 point victory. Could be more than that. FDU is the better team there versus Chicago State. The other one I'm looking at is I'll lay it with Stonehill. I just don't trust Lemoyne Dolphins getting you 2. They're trying to make you the Dolphins at home. They're giving you 2 points. Stonehill, the better team in that one. I'll lay the 2 in that matchup. And then the last one, give me Idaho. Give me the Vandals. We're gonna rock the Vandals here late 9 p.m. Eastern. Get 5. I think it's just too many points there. That's going to come right down to who's got the ball last. So grab the Idaho Vandals with the points in that one.
There from Rod, and we move on over to Bo.
Yeah, I got 2 of my like in slate. I like Houston Christian at home. They're 13-3. That's one of the best cover teams in college basketball right now. They're also 4-0 as an underdog at the house, man. So I'm gonna take them straight up, and I also like them plus the 5.5. Eastern Washington, Montana. That game right there, I like the under 144.5. Both teams is I think Eastern Washington is 2-6 in the last 8. Montana State is 1-8 in their last 9. Both teams combined, it's 8-2 and 1 going to the under last 11. So I like the under 144.5 in that game.
From Bo on over to Chris.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Bucknell Colgate game there, and I'm gonna lay it with Colgate. They're 4-2 against the conference there, so we go there. And then Alcorn State and Prairie View. I'm gonna take Alcorn with the points. They're just a little bit better as far as 3-0 against the conference and 7-4 on the road. So yeah, just lay with Alcorn State.
From Chris on over to Sean.
Yeah, Chris just mentioned this Colgate Bucknell game. Ken Palm had this at 5. It opened at 6. It's 8.5 now.
Yeah,
Who knows? Who knows something? Somebody's got something on Bucknell or out.
Conference numbers.
They must have been out drinking last night. These young guys up there at Bucknell. So I mean, that's a pretty hefty line move there. I'm actually going to look at Arkansas Pine Bluff here. Line's down to 12.5. It's moved a little bit here. Give me some Pine Bluff. And I like a little Fairly Ridiculous and Chicago State over the 144 here. So I'll lean that way there. And a slight – this one here just kind of like piqued my little interest because I didn't have the line last night on it. So I was like, I must have missed this game. Rio Grande and the Word, a couple Texas schools battling out here. I'm going to go a little Rio here, plus the 3.5. One of my son's high school teammates is on that group, so I'm gonna go for the homies there. So let's go Rio Grande.
Rio Grande there from Sean. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the sheep with Colgate here, laying it here. Colgate first in both offensive and defensive efficiency in the Patriot League. Bucknell near the bottom in shooting in the conference, 32% from three, 49% inside. They don't make their free throws. They turn the ball over, and very weak on the defensive glass. I'll take Colgate there. Give me North Carolina A&T plus the points here against Hampton. Hampton 14th in effective field goal defense, giving up 38% shooting, 55% inside, and they're 13th in effective field goal shooting. So if you're that poor, both shooting and defending in conference, you're laying points on the road. Give me the home dog in this one. Again, looking at conference numbers now. I'm not looking at season-long numbers. So the conference numbers based on my this is what I'm using here based on the picks here. Now we're getting deeper into conference play. I'm not really looking at the overall numbers anymore. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Vicks Morning Show. As we got you through this college card, now let's take a look at the NHL card. As we got, MLK Day, we're going to have some games here in the afternoon hour, non-prime time. So what we're going to do here is we're going to cover the non-prime time games, the ones beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern time, all the way to the ones beginning at 6 Eastern. So the non-prime time slate here, we got Sharks and Bruins here. The Bruins laying 250 total 5.5. Wild at Avalanche. The Avalanche 221 total 6. Sabres at the Kraken here. We got the Kraken laying $1.15 total 5.5. Blues and Golden Knights. Golden Knights about $2 total 6. Non-prime time 1 to 6 Eastern. We start with Rod.
Yeah, look, kicking off that Buffalo Seattle Kraken game. Look, these teams just played about 9 days ago, and Seattle went into Buffalo and whooped up on the Sabres in that one. It was a 6-2 win. You look at what Seattle's done. They won 6 of the last 7 meetings head-to-head versus Buffalo. Just complete dominance in Seattle. It was last time we've seen it. Buffalo did get a win there. They got their revenge, but I just don't see it here. Tough spot for Buffalo having to travel all the way from the East Coast all the way out here to the West Coast. In that one, Seattle's already been out here after their long road trip. They've had their game at home. They actually beat the Kings in that game back home off the East Coast. They're been sleeping in their own bed, not having ties to things. I got to go with the Kraken there in that one to continue to beat up on Buffalo. Another one I'm looking at in this spot, I like the under, San Jose and Boston. Both these teams over the last how many games? Not scoring goals. You got to win hockey games. You got to score some goals. Neither of these teams are lighting the lamp to a tune of anything great. Give me the under 5.5 there in that one. And Minnesota still with too many injuries over their last few. It's finally catching up with them, and it's equated to some losses. So heading into Colorado, not a good place. Especially going against the Colorado team that's definitely picked up their play. I'll take the Avs on the puck line in that one over the Wild.
There from Rod on over to Bo.
Yeah, I agree with Rod with Colorado, man. They're 7-3 against Minnesota in the last 10. And 4 of those games, Minnesota gave up 4 goals or more against them. Minnesota is 0-3 in the last 3 games, giving up 15 goals in those 3 losses. So give me Colorado. You want to just take them in regulation, you probably get a little better price, but I like them on the puck line as well in this spot.
From Bo on over to Chris.
No, Chris.
Oh, sorry. That's right. On over to Sean. Robotic mode.
Chris Cascades?
He got the Nashville. He's out of Nashville.
Don't worry. Yeah.
Look at this. The San Jose Bruins. Like how the Bruins are laying 250. What is Ray Bork scoring a golden sombrero today? How are they laying 250? I know San Jose. You want to take a puck line minus 125 there or the money line? I would be on San Jose. Not a Bruin guy. Mini in Colorado, I'm looking at the over here. Where the last 2 games, losses, 6 and 5 goals allowed here. So give me the over 6 in that one. Where are we up? What was it? Buffalo and Seattle. I have the over 5.5 written down here. And Vegas. Are we in the Vegas game, or is that it?
Vegas. No, that's good. That's 6. Yeah, that's good.
Okay,
you got it.
All
you
right.
can give it. You can give it. No, you can give that.
I give Vegas. Okay, give me under the 5.5 here. So they're off 3 road losses. 3 losses there, 5 goals. Under 5. We're home. You're off losses. To win a game, you got to keep the other team out of the net. Under 5.5. I might use this one. This might be a official site pick here. It might be in the end of the show picks as well. I'm kind of liking that one.
All right, there from Sean. Let's continue here on the Tony Tomorrow Show with you here every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Let's close out hockey games at 7:37 all the way to 10:37. So we got in this block here, our second block will be Blue Jackets Islanders. We got Islanders here, $1.62, total 5.5. Lightning at Maple Leafs, $1.06 both sides, total 6. We've got Hurricanes and Blackhawks. Hurricanes $3, total 6. Jets and Hockey Club. Jets $1.46, total 5.5. Your late night game tonight will be Penguins at the Kings. Kings about $1.85, total 5.5. This block 7:37 to 10:37 to wrap up hockey. We start with Rod.
Yeah, a couple I'm looking at here in this spot. I'm going a little doggy hunting. You look at Carolina taking on the Blackhawks. You want to lay 315 with Carolina on the road. You have at her. You look what they've done on the road this season: 9-11-2, 2 games below 500, and they're a 300 favorite on the road. I don't think so. Chicago's got more home wins than Carolina does road wins. So 10-13. I bet you if you bet all those Chicago Blackhawk games this season at 10-13, you're up money easily because you're getting what? 2 times our money with the Blackhawks team. If you want, you can take the puck and a half. I think it's a closer game, but I'm going to go outright and take Chicago to upset Carolina in that one. Another one I'm looking at in this time spot. I'm looking at your Kings, Tony. Pittsburgh's ass. Total ass. And now they got to come all the way out here to the West Coast and face the Kings. Kings are going to be a little bit upset off that loss last time out where they lost 4-2 to the Seattle Kraken. So after a couple days rest, they're definitely geared up and ready to go versus a Pittsburgh team that they're struggling to light the lamp. You look over their last 5 games where they've scored 0 goals, 2 goals, 2 goals, 1 goal. Ooh, congratulations. You got 5 versus Buffalo. That's Buffalo. Everybody can score 5 against Buffalo. Even the Kraken, they scored 6 last time versus Buffalo. So everybody's beating up on Buffalo there. Congratulations. You're not beating the Kings. Not the way they play solid defensive hockey. Pittsburgh will be lucky to score 1. I think it's 4-1, 5-1. Give me the Kings in the puck line in that one.
From Rod on over to Bo.
Yeah, I like the Maple Leafs in this one. They scored 11 goals in the last 2. They already beat the Lightning twice. I scored them 10-5. They're 7-3 in the last 10 games. So getting plus money, man, with the Maple Leafs. I like them in this slate tonight.
From Bo on over to Sean.
All right, we're on Columbus and the Islanders. I'll lean under 5.5 in that one. Tampa and Toronto. We got 9 goals. Tampa Bay 9 goals for Tampa last 2, 7 for Toronto. I guess I wrote down over here. So over the total here in Toronto, which is 6 to 6 flat there. Carolina, as Rob was saying, I have it. I mean, minus 300 big question mark. It would be a puck line. Chicago, they're 4-4. The last couple of games, but like you said, are they going to win? Is it worth a shot? I would take them here. So puck line, if you got the big set in your boxers, go for money line there. Winnipeg and Utah, 7 straight at home for the Jazz here. I'm not going to call them the hockey club. They'll be the Jazz until there's something else. I hope they're the Yetis. I love that one. Give me the under 5.5 in that one. And Pitt and the Kraken. Pitt and the Kings. They're home after 5 in a row on the road. So give me the over. And I think we're going to see some. Pitt's not all that great. That whole city should probably burn to the ground. The way they treat Paul Skeens. That team. Hi, we're going to cut guys before you get like in at bat. We're not going to talk about extension. The freaking Braves. Baseball talk. sign all their young guys at 22 for 6 years, but Pittsburgh, no, we're gonna wait it out. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, to heck with Pittsburgh. You know what? Even take the Kings at home. Who even cares? No, I'm not kidding. I'm not gonna lay 190, but give me the over 5.5 Kings at home.
Yeah, the Penguins. Yeah, boy,
Over their
the
team
Pirates.
total spot too there, Higgsy. You don't have to bet the minus 190. Take the Kings over their team total. I think it's probably 3.5 in places. I think they easily get to 4 or 5 goals there against the Penguins, who their defense is ass, easily giving up 4 in that one.
Yeah, let me get handled.
All right,
there we go.
I'm loaded up here for hockey. Let's see.
There we go for Sean. All right, we got you through here. The hockey. Now it's time for our parlay segment, peripheral segment, where the cappers give out a parlay, or if they want to give out a player prop, or they want to give a game coming up in the future. Maybe we'll leave it up to cappers. It's their segment. We'll start it off here with Rod.
For me, we're going to go with a little mixed sport. I like Dartmouth plus the points. You give me 15.5, I'll take it. Give me Dartmouth plus the 15.5 in that matchup. And then I like give me Hofstra on the money line. I think they outright Drexel Dragons in that one. And then give me the Kings on the puck line. Little 3-teamer there for you today. 2 college basketball and an NHL. Staying away from the NBA. I thought about it, and then I was like, I'm not putting that in the parlay. No, can't do it.
Well, we heard the sharpshooter talk about this. Maybe Sean remembers unders on MLK Day. Remember? I don't know if that's been hitting of late though. That was the talk back in the day. On over to Bo.
Yeah, man. Give me the Detroit Pistons plus the 8. Give me Atlanta Hawks plus the 6.5, and give me the Clippers laying the 6. All NBA.
There we go from Bo. We move on over to Chris.
Yeah, I'm going to take a totals parlay here. We're going to go Pistons, Rockets over, Atlanta Knicks over, Jazz Pels over. And I'm probably going to mess up this guy's name, Rod. You may have to help me. He's from the Blue Jackets. But last time we did a birthday goal scorer, we cashed that one. So I looked up today, Sean Curley with the Blue Jackets. It's his birthday today. So plus 750, I don't know, lay a buck on it or something. We'll see what happens.
There you go. There.
Nice. I mean, he's been hot. Columbus has been hot too. So I'll join him in that one with the birthday
Burley birthday goal. I wrote it down.
I'm like, Sean Curley.
Man.
Easy enough to remember. He's got my name. Hopefully he spells it correct.
Plus 750. I'm in as well.
There you go from Chris on over to Sean.
All right. It's a straight play, right? We're not parlaying these puppies up. I tell you this all the time. 21-8. All right. Rockets over 222.5. Clippers minus 5.5. And I'm going to do that Vegas under 5.5. I'm going to make it a 4-pack because I'm going to go my Kings over. You know, Rob was saying the team total as well. But if they're going to score 4 themselves, I could get some garbage out of it. You know what? I'm not adding. I'm not doing that. Keep it a 3. Forget it. I lied. That's the 3.
Kings don't have place with solid defense. Pittsburgh would not help you out in the heavy lifting department on and over. I'm telling you.
No, I'm not going to do it. You don't want to get. If I don't like something, it'll be like 1 game or 2. But I'm not going to go over. We're not going to do that. No, just a 3-pack. Solos, nice in a row. 1, 2, 3.
There you go. Play them straight from Sean there. All right, tell you what, I can't my parlays. I'm going to take dogs here with Hawks and the Suns today with an NBA, and I'll take under New Mexico and Fresno State. All right, we got you through here. The parlay peripheral segment. So now it's time to see what the cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Head into a week of action here. It's a nice college basketball, college football, national championship game. A lot of basketball, a lot of hockey. Get to the championship Sunday coming up here in NFL as well at the end of the week on next Sunday. This coming Sunday, I should say. Let's see what Rod has for sale over at Tony's Picks. Rod has put together some impressive numbers. Look at these units he's produced here over at Tony's Picks. So after a big 2024 coming hot strong in 2025, 2,615 units of profit. All document over at Tony's Picks. Rod, what do you got for sale?
For me, for sale today, I've got my 10-star college football national title game of the year. Definitely scoop that up. Love that play to crush the books. Also got my NHL sniper play. I've got a couple plays in college basketball. I'm going to add one more. I'm making a 3-pack for you today. And then I'm going to put all this together in a money-making Monday 5-pack for you to kickstart the week of winter. But the best way to go, as you can see, we just continue to stack units to start 2025. We were hot 2024, just continued right on into this year, kicking the bookies' butt. So best way to go is long-term. And we don't miss out on any of these plays that I got going and rolling and kicking the bookies' butt. Let's continue kicking the bookies' butt. So join me. Hit the link in the description to get you right on over to Tony's picks, and you can see the leaderboards there. I'm not the only one that's been hot in 2025 to kick off the year. Definitely a few of us hot on that leaderboard. Definitely take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional as well. 2 cappers putting money in your pockets. Can't go wrong there. Join us over at Tony's Picks.
That's right. Get on board with Rod over at Tony's Picks. Fantastic numbers there from Rod for the year. Let's see what Chris has for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Chris has put together a great year to start 2025.
Yes, so today I've got a best bet in the national championship. I've got a best bet in NBA and in college basketball. And then I wrapped them all up in a 3-pack. Everybody's been loving that with you get all 3 of my best bets for one price. So yeah, I've got all those ready to go, and then as we progress here more into the NBA, I'll have more. So hop on something long term. Make sure you get in with that late steam. We do have the happy hour that we cover some of those things, but still, if I see something during the day, I'm putting it in to let you guys know about line movement. So hop on something long term there. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout, save you 15%, and then definitely set me up with one of these other cappers, man. Let both of us put money in your pocket. Everybody's on the leaderboard. Everybody's doing great right now. So yeah, it's going to be a great week of action as we move into the NFL playoffs. More of that and more NBA and college basketball.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Chris over at Tony'sPicks.com. Chris putting up some fantastic numbers. Let's see what Bo has for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com right now. Bo been very effective here, showing great results here this year in the NBA.
Yeah, today I have my daily best 3. I always got it bundled up, guys. Low prices over there at Tony's Picks. And I always say that 15% if you decide to make the purchase, use code TonyT. It is Monday. Go get them 7 days, guys. I do have a top play in the national championship game tonight. Got them late team plays cooked up for you guys. So check us out, man. 2 for 1. Can't go wrong, man. Tony's Picks is gated.
Multi-cap promotion up there. So get on board here with Bo over at Tony'sPicks.com. Let's take a look at what Sean has to sell over at Tony's Picks. Sean is the unit leader over at Tony'sPicks.com for 2025. 2,827 units of profit, all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. Go to Sean's handicapper page over at Tony's Picks. The link's in the description. You'll see him on the leaderboard. You can see every pick. It's graded immediately on the site, so fully documented. Sean, what do you got for sale?
Got the natty up, so go get that guy. College hoops, I got 1 game added, but I might add something else today. I'm not sure. It's a good time where we talk about the 2-for-1 packages or weekly passes, so you get everything. You don't miss a beat there. There's the promo code, so go get that. And that's it. What are you gonna get from me? You're gonna get across the board. I've been doing all right. I've been adding some plays here, right? 7-2 in hockey, 6-3 in the NBA. So you guys have been bringing out my NBA and hockey, which I'm going to have to pivot to anyway with football winding down. So you're going to get a little bit of everything for me. Having a nice run. Again, it's one day at a time. What's there to say? Package me up with somebody if you want. I don't know what to do. Hit the like button. That's more important. We give you out the free picks here every day for you on the morning show. So come on, hit the like button at least. You derelicts.
Right. That's right, guys. Get on board with it. Chris, Sean Higgs over at Tony's Picks, over 2,800 units of profit, all documented at Tony'sPicks.com. So get on board with Sean. Use that promo code Tony to check out. You'll save that 15% off. I'll have the best bet on the board for you right now over at Tony's Picks. So get on board with me right now. Having a great year in college football. And, of course, if you think of the long-term pass, remember that 7-day pass gets you covered all the way through the basketball this week and hockey this week, as well as the NFL on Sunday. With Championship Sunday coming up. So that 7-day pass pretty good right now to get on board. Remember, promo code Tony T at checkout will save you that 15% off. Multi-cap promotion as well. We can add more cappers, save even more money. As we're with you here every day on the Tony X Morning Show, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. Be live with us when we get up the plays. We also have we started last week the new happy hour show, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Rod hosts the show. We'll have a lot of our cappers also opt in to that show as well. Of course, we do have some cappers that can't make it in the morning. They'll show up for the happy hour for you there. So 5 p.m. Eastern Time. I know we have a lot of our handicapper staff out there. You're all welcome to join us on the happy hour. Just pop an email in. We'll get you on there on the show. I should send out the group email to our staff, which I remember to do that. So I'll get that out to everybody there as well. So check us out here. Happy hour, 5 p.m. Eastern Time here on the Tony X Morning Show. Of course, if you need to watch the morning show, if you happen to miss it, both shows are always archived on our live tab. Just go to live tab. You can check it out. And, of course, we also have, if you want help with the late games, you can check it out as well. Just watch the replays of the show. Get help with those late games. All right. Now, we also have on our Tony X YouTube channel on-demand content. I have pretty much college football, NBA, college basketball up there with many videos. we'll see what the cappers have up there. Rod, what do you got over on the on-demand channel, on our channel there, and your plans for the week?
I definitely got you covered on all the hockey. So if there was a game I didn't go over here on the morning show, definitely those games are archived over at Tony's Picks YouTube channel. So go check those out, and I'll have you the cover for the rest of the week on those. And then tune in, as Tony alluded to, 5 p.m. Eastern time. The happy hour, join in. Anybody who wants to come on that's here at Tony's Picks, handicappers, hey. And if you're not in the email list already, I know I think I've added everybody into that pile, but if anybody else wants to pop in, hey, just let us know. And we'll add you to the email list. The more the merrier. Come on in and join us for the happy hour at 5 p.m. Eastern.
That's right. Bar's open. So just
Bar's
come
open.
on.
Drinks are flowing. We're finding some winners.
He's pouring winners. Pouring winners. On the happy hour. But what you got over on the on-demand channel over at TonySpicks.com for on-demand viewers?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna start adding more videos, but I at least try to put in 3 per night. I do have a big breakdown between Ohio State and Notre Dame. Go check that out. It's on demand. I do have additional NBA and college basketball up as well. Like I said, I'm gonna start loading in more plays in the nightly card. So you want to get them free picks, guys. Make sure like, subscribe, turn that bell on. Join us at 5 p.m. East on the happy hour show, guys. I'll be definitely on there giving out some more winners for the day. So make sure like, subscribe. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We appreciate y'all time. We know time is valuable. We appreciate you guys from the bottom. So keep coming in, join every day, man. We keep on giving y'all some great information. Help you get to that pay window. Let's get it.
Let's get it there. Okay. Check out a Bo over on Tony Picks On Demand. And Chris, what do you got over on Tony Picks on Demand for the on-demand viewers over there with videos over on the site for this today, and your plans for the week?
Today I've got an NBA video on the covering a little bit more in depth on the Hawks and Knicks game, and then I'm just going to continue on with the NBA. And as we get SEC college basketball games loaded into the card this week, I'll be covering those on the video as well. And then I should be on the happy hour today. I don't have any appointments or anything going on, so should be able to drop in there and give anybody any updates. I know the Grizzlies game is early, so it'll be before the happy hour, but anything that happens after that, I should have injury updates and everything like that to share with you guys tonight.
There you go, Chris. Over on Tony Picks YouTube channel. Of course, Sean, our newest capper, we added here at TonySpicks.com. And of course, you catch him here as he pops in on the morning show.
That's it. I'll be here.
They got it, guys. All right. That's going to do it for our 26 Morning Show for today. We're back again tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications, and be notified when the happy hour goes live here at 5 p.m. Eastern Time with Rod and Company. That's going to do it for the show. We're going to say goodbye to you guys. Anybody have anything to say before we close out the show?
It's good luck, everybody.
All right. Have a good day. Be safe out there. Make it a winning one.
Making a winning
Monday.
Well, goodbye to you guys. You guys making a winning Monday. We'll catch up with you tomorrow here on the 26 Morning Show.